Plaintiff Delisa Laird says after she met the defendant, he consistently asked her out, despite the fact that he lived with another woman. Delisa claims she bought a car from the defendant and it came with a warranty. But after the car kept breaking down, the defendant refused to repair it, so she's suing. Defendant Dominic Whitfield admits that he pursued Delisa for 6 years, but says she never took the bait. Dominic is countersuing for defamation of character because Delisa is telling people that he's a bad mechanic.
Start with you.
Okay, so I met Dom about 08, 09 through my sister. And, he was cool. He was interested in me, so he flirted a lot. He was like, hey, boo, say, how you doing? And, I had a lot of cars, so he worked on them. So that's how he got my number. And, he would do little stuff like text me, like, hey, boo, just trying to see how you doing, how you feeling. And, when you get to know somebody over years, you be like, okay, they cool, you feel me? And then he would do like, if you gonna date somebody, sometimes you want them to match. So I like to match you feel me? I'm a little taller.
Oh, physically.
So I like me a taller guy, you feel me?
You got a little drama in you too.
No,
you feel me?
No,
you feel me? All this drama?
I'm just saying, Judge, he could be a little smoother. He gonna sometimes he'll text my phone, if you're gonna ask a lady out or anything, you gonna let her be respectful. He'll be, we should try something different.
Did
you
ever
should
date?
let me give you a massage.
Did you ever date?
No.
Okay, he started that in 08?
Yes.
And continued until when?
Recently, back in May.
Okay, you weren't able to discourage him from doing that?
No.
Why do you think that was?
Because he wasn't creepy with it. It was just harmless little flirting. And you let people flirt with you because they cool people.
How often was he doing it?
Ever so often. It wasn't all the time, but it would just be that was his nickname for me, Boo. Just Boo. If you gonna date somebody, sometimes you want them to match. So I like to match you feel me? I'm a little taller. So I like me a taller guy, you feel me?
Got a little drama in you too. You feel me?
No,
you feel me? All this drama?
Plaintiff Delisa Laird says the defendant pursued a romantic relationship with her for 6 years, but she never gave in because he lived with another woman.
Sir?
It's kind of true. It's kind of true.
You kept trying for 6 years and couldn't get anywhere, but yet you kept trying.
Yeah, a little persistent,
No, it didn't work out though.
It did.
6 years of persistence. You didn't think to stop after a year or two?
Nuh-uh.
3?
No.
When did you first come to the conclusion that it wasn't working?
I would probably say after the 4th year.
Go ahead. You look like a relatively eligible man. Maybe you just don't know how to work it.
it could be the whole baby mama thing.
Guy,
if you live with your baby mama, I can't really date you.
Oh, makes sense.
Right.
All right, that's the problem. You've been living with the mother of your child.
But they roommates, though.
Oh, okay.
They roommates.
She saw through the con. Got it. All right, now I understand. Maybe she was waiting on you to get your own spot.
Maybe.
All right. Tell me about what happened with the refund on the car you're suing him for.
Okay. So like I said, he worked on a lot of cars. I was downsizing, so I needed me a vehicle that I didn't have to be paying for. So he had a Monte Carlo. I'm thinking, okay, this car gonna be fat. I like Monte Carlos. So I get the car, put the engine and trans in. We had a little contract written up that anything go wrong for 6 months with the engine and trans, he replace it. Anything, go wrong with the car, he would do it. He would fix it free of charge as long as I purchase parts. And I don't have that contract, but I do have witness statements showing that it exists. Now, anything that went wrong with the car, as long as I purchased parts.
When was this?
This was back in May.
And he hadn't given up by then?
No, I was still his boo.
Okay, go ahead. So he was promising everything he could at this point.
And at this point, I think I'm decent, So when I got the car, I didn't know that if it rained, the doors sound like it's an ocean for 2 days. I didn't know that there wasn't an emergency button on there. So if I got a problem, I can't stop in the middle of the street, quick, nothing. I had to pay for that to get fixed. Then, if I drive through an alley, sir, I can't honk my horn. Now I got to look out the window like, hey, hello, I'm coming through. Stuff like that. For $2,000, this should happen, Then
All those things were in disrepair.
Sir, yes, Lord. So then, I had 4 different tires. 2 was small in the front, 2 was little in the back. I got 2 in the front, in the back fixed, but then the one in the front, they too little. I don't know. I know how to put gas in the car, sir. I know how to put windshield wiper in the car, sir, and I know how to get a car washed.
That's 3 things you know, and that's about it.
Hey, Mama Candy, you supposed to have my back.
Sir, you would have saved a lot of money with her. You would never had to have gone to the movies.
Yeah,
It's
right.
good entertainment here. It's good entertainment here.
Judge, he saw
You
me
say,
every
baby, let's stay home tonight. You just talk and do your thing, and I'll look at
Judge,
you.
I feel like I was with him every week, like, hey, boo, I need this fixed. Hey, I need this. Hey.
And what did all those things went wrong? And when you spoke to him about it, what happened?
He was always like, boo, it's a used car. What you expect?
Now, what happened to that warranty where he said he repaired it
Now,
all?
this is what happened. First, the tire blew on me, and he came and helped me out. And
How long after buying it did the tire blow?
Like 2 months and a half
All
later.
right. July, perhaps? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then we got that fixed. About a couple of weeks later, I was driving, sir. I was going to get me some coffee. I'm right.
You don't need no coffee.
I do.
Go ahead.
I need it.
Tire
I
and
am
what
such
else?
coffee. I'm a fiend. You
No,
understand?
no, okay, now I understand.
So I'm going to get my coffee, sir. I'm on Halsted. If anybody know Halsted, that's a bit street. Okay, the car stopped on me. I said, nothing. So then it started up. I drove it a little bit, and then on Halsted, there's a lot of crackhead mechanics. They like, that's your starter, baby. So I called him like, Don, this car done messed up on me again. He like, where you at, boo? I'm on Halsted. All right, here I come. You know I always got you, boo. So he get there, he like, oh yeah, this the starter. He called me back, Judge, like, oh, boo, it's all bad. Anytime he say it's all bad, Judge, it's all bad. Okay. So then after that, he like, no, it's not the starter, boo, take this back. It's an ignition control module. Go get that. Oh no, this the wrong piece, boo. It's the ignition control switch. Go get that. I had to go to Indiana, come back to him, and bring him the right part.
How many times did he give you the wrong information?
I did this like 3 times, sir.
Ultimately, what happened? Is the car still in disrepair? What happened?
After so long, he ended up giving my car to a shop.
You kept trying for 6 years and couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, a little persistent,
No, it didn't work out, though.
It did.
When did you first come to the conclusion that it wasn't working?
I probably would say after the 4th year.
Plaintiff Delisa Laird says the defendant pursued a romantic relationship with her for 6 years, but she never gave in because he lived with another woman.
All right, sir, let me hear from you as she looks to see when you turned it over to another shop. Go ahead.
I gave her a 6-month warranty on the motor and the trans. Everything else, you know what I'm saying, I told her that I was gonna help her fix the problems, but she had to pay for the parts of the car, and I was gonna counter with the labor. The computer went out on the car, and I believe the computer, you know what I'm saying, went out on the car after she had the blowout because the computer is right by the fender that got messed up when she had the blowout on the car, and I came and helped her.
How many times did she purchase parts?
She was driving the vehicle for 3 months and didn't purchase anything.
We're referring to when she gave the car to you to repair.
I think she bought 3 parts.
Now, you took it to another car shop. Why?
I took it to another car shop because I couldn't figure out exactly what the problem was, why the car wouldn't start. And when I took it to them, he said that the computer was bad on the car, and I actually switched the computer on the car, but he said I needed to program it. So he told her that the balance was $700 on for him to repair it. But later on down the line, I found out that it would have been cheaper, you know what I'm saying, to repair the car, but she ended up junking the car before we could actually make that decision.
And you say you only guaranteed her the other things. Why are you then working on computer if you only guaranteed engine and transmission?
Because I told her that I was going to help her out on the labor on the car if anything went wrong with the car.
Okay. And how much was the labor where she went, where you took the car ultimately?
I really don't know from the breakdown.
You took the car there.
Yeah, I know. I took the car there, but
So they didn't say here's the labor estimate?
No, I didn't. He just gave us a total. We didn't break it down.
You're a mechanic, sir. You know that you charge people, they break it down by labor? Any customer knows that. I don't know anyone who goes to a mechanic and they don't write down the estimate correlating to the labor. They say the parts are this amount and the labor is this amount, and you didn't even look at what the labor costs?
No, after he gave us the estimate, I didn't.
Sir, you didn't even look at what the labor
charge.
charge was. What's your counterclaim for?
My counterclaim is for defamation of character because she's saying that I'm a bad mechanic, and I sold her a lemon, and I did not sell her a lemon.
Judgment for the plaintiff. He is a bad mechanic, and he did everything wrong from what I just heard. Your counterclaim is dismissed. The number one defense to defamation is truth, and I do believe you're a bad mechanic based on all the facts you just gave me. Have a good day, or you were in that instance.
Good car, did not sell you a lemon.
It was a bogus car. I thought we was cool. You was wrong. I'm upset about it because it cost me in the end a whole nother $1,400, which I didn't have to pay if it was a good car. I didn't have the car long. For it to be a used car, I should have been able to drive it a lot longer than I did.